afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13. To the air, it's Marshall. It's complete. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Escapes the sack. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Phillips. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cougars are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28.
and the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He looks that one in nicely. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
At midfield, he's got room. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. 6th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And, guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Jayhawks will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them, run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from... He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. And they got nothing but green ahead. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, BYU. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 13 over Oregon State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clemens. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Fires to the big fella. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to move it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
From the gun, the running back has it. Discards a man. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Give to the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll try the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. The give to the tailback. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The hand to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
The slant route is such a versatile route, right? You can throw it against man coverage, zone coverage, 3rd and short, 3rd and medium. It works against a lot of different defenses, and this guy loves throwing it.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Fires complete on the crosser. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Jayhawks are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Kansas.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field out of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it incomplete.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Marshall. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougar! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Kansas gets the ball back and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Working that left side now. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He's got it inside the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Looking to scramble. On the run, and he'll slide. nifty pickup there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot.
Hit the F, just steamrolling his way through. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them...
And it's a pick in the end zone. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, BYU. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
That is the easiest pick you will ever have.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job.